Now I know what you're thinking. You've clicked on this video, listening to a man talk about the PS4 Pro. The PlayStation is 9 years old and the PS4 Pro is 7 years old. The PS5 has been out for 2 years already, and I'm just buying a PS4 Pro. Let me explain. So either here or here, I'll have a list of all the chapters that I'll be talking about, so you can have a little click around and see what's relevant for you. So my gaming history started a long time ago. I had a Sega Mega Drive as a first console. I got a PS1. I bought a GameCube because I was a big Zelda and Mario fan. And then I moved on to an Xbox 360. And then when I left uni, I sort of stopped playing. And it's been, well, over 10 years since I've owned a console. But I did pick up a Nintendo Switch. I wanted to play Zelda Breath of the Wild because I was a Zelda fan back in the day. And it just gave me that hunger for wanting to play games again. I had my own place, I have a nice TV set up, and wanted to play something a little more cinematic. And that's when I was thinking, maybe I should move on to something else. So I won't class myself as a full-time gamer. I only play a few hours a week. So I didn't want to spend so much money on a PlayStation 5. But I have a 4K TV. So I want to be able to play 4K games. So the PS4 Pro came into my mind. So I went on Facebook Marketplace, seen the prices were about £180 to £200, and they came with some games, some controllers. I was also searching for a white one, as it went with my Sonos soundbar on my TV unit. So I found one. I got it for £170 and it came with 2 controllers. It came boxed as well. Boxed was a little damaged, but it's 170 quid. So I brought it home, plugged it in, works a dream. Although it did sound like a jet engine, and I have heard and I have read plenty of stories about how PlayStations always sound like that. So the first 2 things I did when I did pick it up, which is what I'd recommend anyone else who is picking up a used console, I completely wiped it back to factory settings. All you have to do on a PS4 Pro is you hold down the power button for about 8 to 10 seconds, and there'll be 2 beeps. There'll be one at the start and then one at the end. When that second beep goes off, take the finger off and it goes into safety mode. Lots of options are down there. What I did is I did initialize PS4, and what that does, it just wipes the hard drive, but it keeps the software on the machine. So it doesn't completely wipe everything. So all you're doing is just wiping the machine to factory settings as if you just bought it out of the box. The next thing I wanted to do was clean out the fans. I know the previous owner had been playing their machine for 10 to 12 hours a day. So I had a feeling there was a lot of dust within the machine, hence why it sounded so loud. So popped off the top, all you do is you grab the corners at the front, a little bit of force is needed, clips come off, and you slide the panel back and you have access to the fan. And lo and behold, it was full of dust. So I gave that a good clean, and also inside because there was dust everywhere. And I know that you can clean the heatsink, which involves turning it over, unscrewing motherboards and all sorts. I haven't got to that stage yet, but I could see the heatsink through the fan, so I was able to get along what you clean straws with, and I was able to just agitate some of the dust off. So then put the cover back on, plugged it in, loaded up, sounded silent. It was lovely. I did play some games and it did crank up a little bit, but it certainly wasn't as loud as it was beforehand. So good tips to do when you do get a second-hand machine. Games was what I had to do next. Here in the UK we have a shop called CX. It's a second-hand shop. You can go trade in loads of games, DVDs, consoles, all sorts of things, but you can pick up some really good used cheap games. So The Last of Us, the remastered edition, I've played for about an hour or so. Hooked is all I can say. I haven't been able to play any of the other games yet because I want to play this. So I picked this up for £8. I don't know what that is in dollars. I'll put it just there. Doom Eternal. So I played, you can get this on Switch, granted, but it didn't look very good and I wanted to wait £10. So another bargain. Red Dead Redemption 2. So I played the first Red Dead on Xbox 360. Want to guess how much this was? 12 quid. £12. And the last one is Ghost of Tsushima. You get to go around being a samurai in the most gorgeous scenes and landscapes. And that was £10. So I got a chunk of games for about 30 quid. So all in all, in total, I got a PS4 Pro and 4 games for 200 quid. So why do I think you should buy a PS4 Pro in 2023? Well, I know the PlayStation 5 is out, and I know it's really tempting to want to get the next gen of consoles. Coming from someone who hasn't really been into gaming for the past 9 to 10 years, I think it's a no-brainer. I think this console is going to last me a good few years still. For a casual gamer like myself, and if you're a casual gamer as well, I think a PlayStation 4 Pro is a good purchase to buy. So let me know in the comments if there's any games that you think I should play. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.